What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be talking about how you can get yourself honey slathered trees and the rare Pokemon that are in them in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Fairly early in the game here in Flora-Roma Town and its surrounding areas, you're going to be getting access to this little path up here and this gentleman who's going to be able to sell you honey. Honey is used to slather on trees at the chance that a Pokemon is going to be there. Let's go to a more vicious one for the video, thanks. When you find a tree out in the overworld, you can interact with it and you have the choice to put honey on it. After 6 real-life hours, you're not allowed to change your Switch's clock or time ever. After 6 real-life hours, you can then interact with the tree and it will start shaking. At a certain point in the game, you're also going to be able to hit the plus button for location info and use the L and R to scroll through to see your trees that are not slathered, your ones that are currently slathered and working, and the ones that are ready with a Pokemon there. Every single person has 4 trees that are going to be able to be what are called Munchlax trees, which means that there's a very slim chance that that tree can contain Munchlax. That's no longer the end-all, be-all, #1 goal of honey trees in this game anymore, as Munchlax is readily available in the underground as you progress through the game. A little bit later in the game. You could get it very early on these trees early on, but trust me, later on, readily available. By the way, I should probably tell you where exactly in the underground he is, just in case you came here expecting that information. When progressing through the game, after you receive the HM for defog, and probably the gym badge to use it, or maybe just the HM in your possession, you can find Munchlax in the Spacious Caves underground, the Grassland Caves underground, the Whiteout Caves underground, and the Riverbank Cavern underground. He is not that rare, actually. So after you have defog, you can go find Munchlax at those 4 locations and their corresponding large versions of those 4 different biomes as well. When you're in front of one of these shaking trees, it's going to pull from one of 3 different pools. Only if it's a Munchlax tree can it very slimly contain Munchlax. But there's a 70% chance that it's going to pull from what's called Group A. Group A contains Wurmple, Silcoon or Cascoon depending on your version of the game, Combee, Burmy, Cherubi, and Aipom in descending rarity order. Of this entire list, all of these Pokemon are available much more readily either in the underground or at other locations with the exception of Burmy. Burmy is exclusive to these trees. He's the only Pokemon you could get from these trees from Group A and nowhere else in the game. But there's a 30% chance that it's going to pull from Group B, which is going to contain Combee, Burmy, Cherubi, Aipom, Heracross, and Wurmple. Again, Burmy is here, and again, Burmy can only be in these trees, and that's the only place you could get it. But that 5% Heracross is extremely rare. Now, there is sort of an indication on which group it has a chance to pull from based on how much it's shaking, whether it's vigorous or barely any at all. And honestly, I can go into the numbers, but they don't make a difference whatsoever. They really don't. You have no way to control it, no way to manipulate how much it's going to shake or anything else like that. Your best bet is just every single morning when you wake up, before school or work or whatever, go around. It takes about 5-10 minutes using the in-game map and using the plus button to see all the trees that you have in the game, slather honey on them when you come back from work or school, or after 6 hours of playtime, then check all your trees, re-slather, maybe check it before you go to bed, and then the next morning. You're going to want to definitely save in front of it, and then you may also want to consider turning autosaves off if you're not that attentive at what's going on right now. Inside of here, I got myself a Silcoon, which is exclusive to my version of the game, being Brilliant Diamond, not Shining Pearl, and that is going to be from Group A. It doesn't matter that it's from Group A. It doesn't make any difference to what's going on here. That's not the Pokemon we want. We interact with it, and then we get the chance to slather the tree with honey again. There's sort of a route that you can figure out based on all these locations that you can go and find the different trees and re-slather them and encounter with them. Another one, yay. If I were to restart my game right now, these Pokemon are already determined. So restarting your game, you're guaranteed the same encounter. You can shiny hunt Pokemon this way. I believe someone pre-launch actually got a shiny Aipom doing this method by saving in front of a tree and re-encountering the tree. Now, just a heads up, after that 6-hour period is up, that tree is only going to shake for 24 hours. After that 24 hours, the tree is no longer going to shake and the Pokemon is going to despawn. So you only have that window in order to check that tree, which 24 hours is a fair amount of time. Also, for some reason, while it's slathered with honey, you can re-slather it with honey. I don't understand that. So essentially, you just want to find a route that works for you with checking all of the trees at the 30% that it's going to pull from group B. Oh, it's a worm pull. Cool. You're going to want to try to figure out your own route that works for you and what I like to call the trees that are not worth it. There's lots of wild Pokemon that you're going to encounter, and if all you're trying to do is do a nice quick run, these ones I consider a big old pain in the booty, and I typically don't do them. My opinion, not really worth it. Oh, this one's barely shaking. Gonna be a Wurmple? Yeah, you are. Until you have Fly, it's a big old pain in the booty to actually go around to all these trees over and over again. Maybe with teleports, it's a little bit easier, but definitely wait till you have Fly. Because then you just do a nice quick route, take you 5 minutes, another Wurmple. That's not what I want. It's not what I want. I'm not gonna act like it is. It's not pretty awesome. Any luck? Big money, no whammy? Big whammy, no money. Ooh, it's a Burmy. By the way, you should catch the Burmies because there is an NPC in the game who I believe wants to see all 3 different cloaks of Burmy. So definitely, you know, given the opportunity, throw a quick ball at that boy and catch him. Show me you're not Heracross. Since there are a total of 21 trees, it's important that, you know, when you start your route, you speak to the guy here and you can buy yourself, you know, your 21, or if you're only doing 20, whatever it is. And luckily, you can buy them in groups of 10, which is neat. Oh, yay, it's a Wurmple. Come on, show me Heracross. Show me Heracross. I still need 3 Burmies, so not too bad. All right, last tree. Last tree. Nope. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get me a Heracross this time, but this is just one of the daily events that you're going to be doing in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, or technically, you know, 3 to 4 times a day, or twice a day, or just daily events.
6.5 hours later.
Okay. It's nighttime now. I was recording a different video, and we got Heracross. I ended up getting this here tree on Route 218, I think I'm on. And yeah, Heracross appeared from the tree you slathered with honey. There we go. There's my Heracross. It can be done. Can be done. Takes a while. And it won't happen the first time. This is like between 1 and 2%. Please quick ball. Please quick ball. Oh no. Please. Please. Yes. Yes! I paralyzed it. There we go. Back to Austin, who's upset that he didn't get a Heracross before. Maybe there is going to be a way that you're going to be able to date skip like we did in Sword and Shield, but at this time, nothing has been found. All right, guys. Well, there you go. Those are the honey trees and your chance to get Heracross and Burmy, the 2 Pokemon exclusive to the honey trees in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Did you get yourself a Heracross, or do you want to share a story of a horrible experience you had playing the original games trying to get yourself a Heracross, or even harder, a Munchlax? Good thing Munchlax is readily available in the underground. Guys, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.